After surviving multiple legislative and judicial rollback attempts, the Affordable Care Act is embroiled in yet another court battle, as Republicans argue that the law is broken, while Democrats insist that it's ensuring health care for millions. A federal judge in Texas ruled on December 14th that the entire law is unconstitutional, just before the ACA's open enrollment period closed. In doing so, the judge sided with the 19 Republican attorneys general who filed the lawsuit, in opposition to 17 states' Democratic attorneys general. The Republicans argued that with the repeal of the individual mandate in Congress's 2017 tax bill, the whole law became unconstitutional. With his agreement, the judge on the U.S. District Court for the Northern District of Texas set off a wave of uncertainty in the healthcare system. If the ruling stands, it would disrupt healthcare and health insurance across the country. It imperils contentious parts of the law, like states' Medicaid expansion and the requirement to cover patients with pre-existing conditions, as well as more mundane provisions, like rules about which drugs patients can buy, and ensuring free preventative services for older Americans on Medicare. President Trump called the ruling a victory and said that now Congress must pass a new healthcare law.
It's a big ruling. It's a great ruling for our country. We'll be able to get great health care. We'll sit down with the Democrats if the Supreme Court upholds.
But Democrats have promised to intervene in the appeals process and force Republicans to take votes on the law, which is still largely popular across the nation.
It's an awful, awful ruling. We're going to fight this tooth and nail.
Many legal scholars say that the ruling reverses settled legal doctrine. The ACA's constitutionality has been upheld by the Supreme Court in 2012 and again in 2015. And some also say that it ignores key acts of Congress, like when it refused to strike down the law in 2017. Obamacare will stay in place for now, as it winds its way through appeals. It could end up coming before the Supreme Court a third time, but now with a much more conservative bench.